is a bonus video that I decided to film. I want to talk to you about something. I don't know if it's happening or not, like it's kind of a situation. So, a long time ago, well, a couple of times actually, I mentioned I want to join a competition dance team because I've been to a dance competition. I was not competing. Basically, a neighbor that used to live across the street, no longer does, was watching me one night, and because we were great friends with her and like all of this, and then all of a sudden, in like this one night, her grandkids, she has two, really great kids, they were competing in a group dance and that sort of thing. And so we went and watched the competition. We did not stay for the awards, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine because I was little and there was no way I was lasting that long, considering I was already up, like, way past my bedtime, considering we got home at, like, 10 o'clock. Well, no, more like 9:30, but my bedtime was 8 at the time, because I was little. Basically, yeah. And so I really want to join a competition dance team, and I'm like, no, then what's the issue? My dad's kind of back and forth on it. That's kind of our issue. Here's the thing. My dad kind of explained it to me to the point where he's worried. Here's the thing. When I was little, there would be certain things that I would turn into a big deal and get really disappointed about, and like all of this stuff. Like if I was told some, literally, and this is true. One day, I was told that we were gonna go to Pizza Hut the next day. But then the next day, something happened, like a pipe broke or something, and then my dad the pipes got clogged, and something happened, and he had to take apart something. So then my mom was like, I was disappointed, but went like, fine, we can wait a day, Then my mom was like, tomorrow we'll go. Well, then the next day we got fixed, and then we ended up not being able to go because we had to put it back together. And I threw a 2-hour fit. I'm not joking. A 2-hour fit over the fact that I wanted pizza. I wanted to go to Pizza Hut. Yeah, so that was me when I was little. Actually, that wasn't when I was super, super little. That was more like age, I want to say, what's it? It was around age 7. And it was a thing. So yeah, basically my dad's just worried that if I go, my dad's the that will admit I am not perfect. I have my mistakes. I have my flaws, but that's what makes me great. Flaws and having mistakes are okay. They make you human. That's what makes you human. That and also other things, just other things. But basically, he's worried that I'm gonna go and then to a competition and then not win, come in 4th or 5th, and then throw a fit because I don't win, or I didn't win, He's back and forth on it. So I brought it up to my mom today. My dad was gone picking up lunch, Bojangles, and And basically what happened was, my mom brought up something. I forget what it was. I think it was, I don't know what it was. And then I brought up like, oh, I talked to Dad about joining a competition dancing, and he's back and forth on it. Like, here's the thing that he doesn't understand, and I literally told it to my mom. I went, I genuinely don't think he understands that if I don't win, say I play fifth in the competition, just say, and I'm not, well, obviously I'm going to be a little disappointed, unless I know I didn't do my best. Like, I'm going to try to do my best, but I'm not going to go home or like leave and be all down about. No, I'm going to literally work an extra 2 or 3 hours, or on to what I was, to nail my next routine. Like, I am one that determines to win. Like, now if I place like second, to like someone else from my studio, then I'm like fine, I'm like happy because like that's still a huge accomplishment. But like, I'm very tough on myself when it comes to my dancing. Like, if like I'll do a leap, like sometimes I'll get up and like just do leaps and turns. I'll get up and leap. And then I'll be like, oh, that was horrible. And I'll literally make myself redo that leap when it was just supposed to be one leap, just for fun, until I get it right, until I don't see any flaws in it, or see that it was actually good and decent. And like, I'm a tough person, so I talked to my mom about it, and she went like, well, I went like, what's your opinion on it, like competing? She said, and in her opinion, if it's something that I want to do, and I love to do, which I love dancing. I want to dance all the time, like, obviously I want like breaks, because like there's no way that I can I dance 24/7, like that's just kind of impossible, no breaks. But for the most part I love to dance. And she was like, then I see no harm in it. You gotta talk to your dad. And I was like, I got some ideas. But so I am going to talk to my dad about, obviously I couldn't right now because of like quarantine and COVID, but when the opportunity does come, another big element that I'm considering is he wants me to dance, obviously, because he knows I love it, but he wants me to do a non-competition dance team, and I'm like, eh. But yeah. Yeah, like that's kind of a thing. And so I texted my sister about to see. I didn't tell her that my dad's back and forth on it, just to get her opinion, thrown in there. She hasn't replied, but that's fine. It hasn't been that long, so yeah, I'm not mad. and hopefully I can convince my dad, because I really want, my plan right now is to join a competition dance team, obviously. If we compete for like a while, for like a few years or something. And then move on to like performing, and like they'll pretty much move on to performing, and like all of what I want to do, like performing, singing, and stuff. Cause also a big part of it is that it is really hard to find a non-competition dance studio. Like, that is a big thing now. It's like competing. So yeah, like that's kind of a thing. And anyway, from what I learned from Dance Mom. So yeah. And stuff, which I don't know, but personally, it would be fun. And I'm very eager to see if I can convince my dad. I don't really know if I think if I give my best shot and like really explain like, hey, I really want to do this, I'm not gonna get down, Like, obviously, like the thought of losing, you're gonna get down a little bit. One second. But obviously, I'm not gonna be like super happy, but I'm still gonna, like, it just means I'm gonna work even harder. That's gonna be it for this video. Sorry, it's just me. I just wanted to talk about this real quick and get your guys' opinion. Like this video if you think I should compete. Because when, and I can, when it like opens up. And stuff. Because I would really love to. And it's hard because we're in an area that like, it's harder to like it's in an area that we would probably travel, like, I feel like we would travel eventually because, just because of the fact where, like, there is dance studios around us, like, a good amount, we have our options, and, like, competitions and stuff near here, but for the most part, aren't, like, I don't know.